Imagine a world painted in shades of grey. The trees are charcoal sketches, the sky a hazy silver, and the ground a dusty monochrome. Then, a flash of colour, a vibrant emerald, a splash of yellow, a dash of scarlet. The Carolina parakeet, the only parrot native to the eastern United States. Once numerous, it vanished, leaving behind a profound silence, a stark reminder of nature's fragility and human impact. Today, the Carolina parakeet exists only in museum collections, its vibrant feathers dulled by time, its cheerful chatter silenced forever. These remnants serve as a poignant reminder of a species lost. Their story, however, is far from forgotten. Scientists and historians continue to piece together the puzzle of their existence. The Carolina parakeet's story is a cautionary tale, a reminder of the interconnectedness of all living things. Their extinction serves as a stark reminder of the delicate balance of nature. Through understanding their fate, we gain valuable insights into the importance of conservation. The legacy of the Carolina parakeet, though tinged with sadness, is ultimately one of hope. It reminds us that even in the face of loss, there is always something to learn and fight for. The Carolina parakeet was a small bird, but it was impossible to miss. Imagine a creature about the size of a blue jay, but with plumage so vibrant it seemed to glow. The adults were a riot of colors, a living kaleidoscope against the backdrop of the American wilderness. Their bodies were a vibrant green, like a fresh spring leaf, and their heads were a striking yellow, like a sunflower reaching for the sun. But the true spectacle was their face and wings. The Carolina parakeet sported a bright orange patch around its beak, as if it had dipped its face in the colors of a sunset. And its wings. They were a masterpiece of nature's artistry. Each feather was edged with a brilliant blue, creating a pattern that shimmered as the bird took flight. This symphony of colors, so different from the more subdued tones of other North American birds, made the Carolina parakeet a truly unforgettable sight. The Carolina parakeet was a bird of many homes. It thrived in a variety of habitats, adapting to the diverse landscapes of eastern North America. Swamps, with their towering cypress trees and tangled undergrowth, provided ample nesting sites and a rich source of food. The parakeets were particularly fond of bottomland hardwood forests, where they could be found flitting among the branches of oak, elm, and sycamore trees. These forests, with their abundance of nuts and seeds, were a paradise for the birds. But the Carolina parakeet was not limited to these environments. It was also a common sight in orchards and farmlands, where it often gathered in large flocks to feed on fruits and grains. This adaptability, this ability to thrive in a variety of habitats, was a testament to the bird's resilience and its important role in the ecosystem. The Carolina parakeet was not a bird that blended into the background. It announced its presence with a chorus of chirps, whistles, and chattering calls that echoed through the forests and swamps. These calls, described by some as raucous and by others as musical, were an integral part of the soundscape of the American wilderness. The birds were highly social creatures, and their vocalizations played a crucial role in their communication. They used their calls to attract mates, defend their territories, and warn each other of danger. The forests and swamps were alive with their chatter, a constant reminder of the vibrant life that thrived within them. Their calls were a celebration of life, a vibrant expression of their existence that filled the air with a symphony of sound. The Carolina parakeet's diet was as diverse as its habitat. These birds were primarily granivores, meaning that seeds formed the bulk of their diet. They were particularly fond of the seeds of forest trees, such as oak, elm, and cypress. These seeds, rich in nutrients, provided the birds with the energy they needed to fly, forage, and raise their young. However, the Carolina parakeet's diet was not limited to wild seeds. As they ventured into farmlands and orchards, they developed a taste for cultivated crops, particularly fruits and grains. While this dietary flexibility helped the birds thrive, it would also prove to be a factor in their downfall. Their fondness for cultivated crops would bring them into conflict with humans, with tragic consequences for the Carolina parakeet. The Carolina parakeet was a social butterfly, thriving in the company of its kind. Flocks, often numbering in the hundreds, were a common sight in eastern North America. These flocks were highly organized societies, bound by a complex system of communication. Their calls conveyed messages, from warnings to expressions of affection. Preening, sharing food, and playful chases strengthened their community. This social structure was essential to their survival. Banding together, they foraged, defended against predators, and raised their young. The Carolina parakeet's vibrant plumage and social nature were not its only defining characteristics. This bird possessed an insatiable curiosity and a penchant for mischief, traits that often brought it into close contact with humans. While their primary diet consisted of wild seeds and nuts, the parakeets were not averse to sampling the bounty of human cultivation. Orchards and farmlands, with their rows of fruit trees and fields of ripening grain, proved irresistible to these feathered foragers. What began as an occasional foray into cultivated lands soon became a regular habit, as the parakeets developed a taste for the easily accessible bounty. Farmers, however, were less than thrilled with their feathered visitors. The Carolina parakeet, with its voracious appetite and flocking behavior, could decimate a crop in a matter of hours, leaving behind a trail of half-eaten fruit and scattered grain. What began as a nuisance quickly escalated into a full-blown conflict, as farmers resorted to increasingly drastic measures to protect their livelihoods from these avian invaders. The conflict between the Carolina parakeet and human farmers was a clash of two worlds, a microcosm of the larger struggle between expanding civilization and the natural world. Farmers, seeking to tame the wilderness and cultivate the land, viewed the parakeets as pests, a threat to their hard-earned harvests. The birds, on the other hand, were simply following their instincts, drawn to the easy pickings of human agriculture. Yet this conflict, however unfortunate, masked a deeper ecological relationship. The Carolina parakeet, in its role as a seed disperser, played a vital role in the health and regeneration of the forests it called home. As the birds flew from tree to tree, feasting on seeds and nuts, they inadvertently carried the seeds of countless plant species, depositing them far and wide in their droppings. This natural process of seed dispersal ensured the continuation of the forests, promoting biodiversity and maintaining the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Despite the conflict over crops, the Carolina parakeet was not entirely viewed with animosity by humans. Their vibrant plumage, playful antics, and remarkable ability to mimic human speech endeared them to some, making them popular pets. Captured and caged, the parakeets brought a touch of the wild into human homes, their cheerful chatter and bright colors a source of amusement and companionship. However, this seemingly harmless practice of keeping parakeets as pets had a darker side. The capture and trade of these birds, coupled with the destruction of their forest habitats, contributed to their decline. The very traits that made the Carolina parakeet so appealing, their beauty, their sociability, their adaptability, ultimately played a role in their downfall. Their story serves as a reminder that even the most well-intentioned human actions can have unintended and devastating consequences for the natural world. The bond between humans and the Carolina parakeet, forged in admiration and exploitation, ultimately ended in tragedy, leaving behind a void in the forests and a profound sense of loss. The Carolina parakeet, once a vibrant thread in the tapestry of the American wilderness, began to disappear from the landscape. Their once vast range, stretching from the Atlantic coast to the Great Plains, began to shrink, like a puddle of water evaporating under a relentless sun. The flocks that once painted the skies with their vibrant colors dwindled, their cheerful chatter fading into an unsettling silence. At first, the decline was gradual, a subtle shift in the balance of nature that went largely unnoticed. But as the years turned into decades, the disappearance of the Carolina parakeet became impossible to ignore. The once common sight of these vibrant birds became a rare occurrence, a fleeting glimpse of a fading glory. The very qualities that had made the Carolina parakeet so successful, its adaptability, its social nature, its affinity for human-altered landscapes, would ultimately contribute to its downfall. The bird's story is a cautionary tale, a stark reminder that even the most resilient species can be driven to extinction when faced with a combination of threats. The demise of the Carolina parakeet was not the result of a single catastrophic event, but rather a confluence of factors, a perfect storm of threats that converged with devastating consequences. Habitat loss, driven by relentless deforestation and agricultural expansion, played a significant role. As forests were cleared to make way for farms and settlements, the parakeets lost their nesting sites and sources of food. The birds' fondness for cultivated crops, once a testament to their adaptability, became a liability as farmers, viewing them as pests, resorted to shooting them on sight. The parakeets' social nature, their tendency to gather in large flocks, made them easy targets, as a single shotgun blast could wipe out dozens of birds at once. Adding to their woes was the introduction of poultry diseases, to which the parakeets had no immunity. As contact between wild parakeets and domesticated poultry increased, diseases spread like wildfire through the flocks, decimating their numbers. The extinction of the Carolina parakeet coincided with a period of rapid industrialization and westward expansion in the United States. The nation's burgeoning population, fueled by immigration and a high birth rate, demanded more land, more resources, and more consumer goods. Forests were felled at an alarming rate, cleared for timber to build houses and fuel factories, and to make way for sprawling fields of cotton, wheat, and corn. The Carolina parakeet, like countless other species that depended on these forests, found itself caught in the crossfire of progress. The prevailing attitude of the time viewed nature as an inexhaustible resource, ripe for exploitation. The concept of extinction, the idea that a species could vanish from the face of the earth, was still a relatively new and poorly understood phenomenon. As the 19th century drew to a close, the Carolina parakeet became an increasingly rare sight. The once familiar flocks that had enlivened the skies of eastern North America had dwindled to a scattering of isolated populations, clinging to survival in fragmented pockets of habitat. By the early 1900s, the Carolina parakeet was on the brink of oblivion. The last confirmed sighting in the wild occurred in 1904, when a lone male was observed in Florida. The bird's distinctive call, once a common sound in the swamps and forests, was silenced forever. The extinction of the Carolina parakeet marked the loss of not just a species, but an entire lineage of parrots. These birds, with their vibrant colors, playful antics, and unique place in the ecosystem, were gone, leaving behind a void in the forests and a profound sense of loss. Today, the Carolina parakeet exists only in museums, its vibrant plumage dulled by time, its cheerful chatter silenced forever. Taxidermied specimens preserved under glass serve as poignant reminders of a species lost. The bird's bones, unearthed from archaeological sites and analyzed in laboratories, provide tantalizing clues to their past, piecing together the story of their existence and their untimely demise. The extinction of the Carolina parakeet serves as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of all living things and the profound impact humans have on the natural world. Their story is a cautionary tale, urging us to learn from the mistakes of the past and to become better stewards of the planet we share. Though the Carolina parakeet is gone, its legacy lives on, inspiring conservation efforts and reminding us that even in the face of loss, There is always hope for a brighter future for all species, including our own. The Carolina parakeet played a significant role in the ecosystem. Their absence left a gap in the fabric of the forests. They were active participants in regeneration, dispersing seeds. Their disappearance broke a crucial link in the chain. The forests felt the impact, rippling through the ecosystem. The Carolina parakeet was a vocal creature. Its calls a prominent feature of the soundscape of the eastern North American forests. Their absence left a noticeable void, a silence that spoke volumes about the impact of their loss. The forests, once alive with their chatter, felt strangely muted, the symphony of nature missing a key instrument. This silence was not just a matter of aesthetics. It had ecological implications as well. The parakeets' calls, once a means of communication within their flocks, also served as a signal to other species, a warning system for potential threats, and a guide to food sources. With their disappearance, this intricate network of acoustic communication was disrupted. The forests, once abuzz with the language of birds, felt strangely empty, the flow of information stifled, the harmony of nature thrown off kilter. The extinction of the Carolina parakeet serves as a poignant reminder of the interconnectedness of all living things and the far-reaching consequences of disrupting the delicate balance of nature. Their story prompts us to contemplate the world as it might have been had they not vanished from the face of the earth. Imagine for a moment the eastern North American forests of today, still graced by the presence of these vibrant birds. Picture their flocks, a kaleidoscope of colors against the green canopy, their calls echoing through the trees, a testament to the resilience of nature. Envision birdwatchers armed with binoculars and cameras, flocking to catch a glimpse of these elusive creatures, their presence a boon to ecotourism and a source of inspiration for artists and writers. Imagine scientists studying their behavior, unlocking the secrets of their social interactions and their role in the ecosystem. This is the world that might have been, a world where the Carolina parakeet continued to thrive, a testament to the beauty and wonder of the natural world. Though the Carolina parakeet is gone, its story is far from forgotten. Their vibrant feathers remind us of nature's beauty and fragility. Their extinction teaches valuable lessons about conservation. The Carolina parakeet's story underscores the importance of habitat conservation. We must protect forests, wetlands, and ecosystems. It's a call to action for better stewardship of our planet. The Carolina parakeet is gone, vanished from the face of the earth, its vibrant colors now existing only in museum displays and the faded pages of history books. Their story is a potent reminder of the interconnectedness of all living things and the profound impact human actions can have on nature. Driven to extinction by habitat loss, persecution, and disease, their absence echoes through the forests of eastern North America. But their story also carries a message of hope, urging us to become better stewards of our planet. The legacy of the Carolina parakeet extends far beyond its physical remains. It lives on in the lessons learned, the scientific knowledge gained, and the conservation efforts inspired by its tragic fate. Today, scientists continue to study the Carolina parakeet, using DNA analysis and other advanced techniques to piece together its evolutionary history, understand its ecological role, and explore the factors that ultimately led to its extinction. Their findings serve as a valuable resource for conservationists working to protect other parrot species facing similar threats. The Carolina parakeet's story has become a cautionary tale, a reminder that extinction is not a distant threat but a very real consequence of human actions. By understanding the factors that contributed to the Carolina parakeet's demise, We gain valuable insights into the complexities of conservation and the need for proactive measures to protect vulnerable species before it's too late. The Carolina parakeet may be gone, but its story can serve as a catalyst for positive change. By embracing sustainable practices, protecting habitats, and promoting responsible stewardship of the natural world, we can create a future where such tragedies are not repeated. The future of our planet's biodiversity depends on our willingness to learn from the past and take action to prevent further extinctions. Imagine a world where the skies are once again filled with the vibrant colors of parrots and other birds. Their songs are testament to the resilience of nature. Imagine forests teeming with life, where ecosystems thrive in a delicate balance, undisturbed by the destructive forces of human negligence. This is the future we must strive to create, a future where the legacy of the Carolina parakeet is not one of loss, but of hope, resilience, and the enduring power of nature to heal and regenerate. Let their story be a call to action, a reminder that the fate of our planet and all its inhabitants rests in our hands.